If you're just tuning in, this is virtual cycling meets real cycling esport. Real power going into each of those pedals from these women, absolutely putting everything they can into the virtual game of Zwift right now. And the wattage is real. As you can see, Rachel Elliott there, the current race leader, putting everything she's got into these pedals to hold on to that lead and try and break. It looks like has already broken the rest of the race.
A little bit of a push here by Carey coming over the top. She's got a
This
slight
actually
gap.
looks like it might be a little bit of an attack, actually, as she does have, it looks like 10, 12 meters over the top here, actually. Lindsay, as you can see here, trying to follow that move a little bit, but the Kona Bear now gets away a little bit. Now it looks like
that's
Lindsay's,
dangerous.
now look at those eyes there. She's trying to see what is going on, and it's been closed down immediately. Kona Bear there with a little smile now. Heidi now seeing maybe a little distress in her face, trying to make sure that she doesn't get away. There's the picture of the leader now. Looks like she's really suffering at this point. Closing the eyes, trying to put the head down and hold on to this gap. She's only got a lap and a half to go at this point to win this World Cup event, UK versus the US, and she might be winning it for her country at this point.
You know, and she's really strong at these distances. She's definitely a long TT type of personality. I'm really impressed to see that she got so much out at the beginning. She is not the best sprinter in the group.
And now here we go. This is it. This is what we were looking for. Just what you said. Lindsay Guerra with the attack. Heidi was not looking even.
Oh, look at that.
700 watts, boys and girls. 681 watts. 181 beats per minute. Heidi trying to close it down. The grimace is there, but I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Oh, she sits
now,
back down for a sec.
420 watts now. We are seeing her trying to cover that move. She's bringing it back in. 424, 180 beats per minute now. And we're seeing now maybe a little defeat. We're not sure it's going to be able to close down. 189 beats per minute, 370 watts. Will the continuance be there from Lindsay Guerra for this second place? It is getting closed down. Heidi's bringing her back within her sights. Can she close it down? 188 beats per minute, 172, 173 watts now. And is Lindsay now slowly walking away? Will she be able to close it down? It looks like the heart rate has to come back.
Yeah,
she
and her
cannot
watts
go much
drop
more
way
over.
down, and you see the look on her face. She may have done too much too early. Rachel about to win this. She's got a big gap now, like 3 minutes, and she comes across the line, and she knows she's right there.
There it
big
is.
applause
We can hear
from
the applause
crowd
from
here.
the crowd.
Catch
Look
it.
at how hard that effort
Yes.
was, and she
Number
takes
one.
the win. Look at the shots here that we're getting from real life. Rider versus rider. The real world effort versus the real world effort. Here now,
16
4.6 watts per kilogram. It's in the last 500.
Yeah.
We'll put in a huge effort, a big dig to try and close it down. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
They're matching
without
watts.
A crazy
Yeah.
watts per kilogram from Gould.
No, and you know what? Honestly, if this was a lap longer, Gould would probably catch her.
So it looks like Lindsay Guerra then did lock down second place out there today for the world's team. Heidi Gould with a valiant effort all the way to the line, but grabs on to third, crossing the line about 200 watts or so. Solid effort.
We
the
see
watts,
that.
did you see that? 304 watts from Rachel Elliott, 204 from Lindsay.
Wow.
It looks like right in the 170s or so. You
Oh.
see the riders there after their
Exhaustion.
race. Total exhaustion.
Now, Rachel, you've had a good chance to cool off. You're almost looking fresh. You had a tremendously big breakaway lead there. How quietly confident were you?
I mean, I didn't, as I said, I didn't have any tactics at all. I just went a bit too hard. I think I blew myself up a bit. I mean, I've been watching Lindsay's vlogs, and I saw her do a hill climb on one of her vlogs, doing sort of 500 watts up the hill, and I knew she's really, really strong. So I thought to do a breakaway at the start would be pretty difficult, but somehow I did it.
Let's go back to the beginning of the race. What went through your mind when Rachel went for that breakaway?
That's what I expected. You know, I'm familiar with her in the world of Zwift, so that was what I expected to happen. Yeah, so gave it a mild shot at, trying to chase that wheel a little bit, and that was it.
So tell us about those closing stages, because you were really, really closely pushing each other on.
Yeah, we were, like you say, really close, and Lindsay just went for an attack and just couldn't hold her wheel, and tried to keep up with her up that climb, but it wasn't going to happen.
I think it's about time we met the men's field. Kim, we've met you earlier today, but tell us on the racing side how you're feeling.
Yeah, pretty nervous. I mean, all these guys are powerful riders. Yeah, I've seen what they've done in the game, so I've got a lot to, yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
So tell us who you are firstly and your approach to tonight.
Gavin Richardson, my approach tonight is just to go as hard as I possibly can.
Joachim Pluimers, representing the world and the Netherlands as well.
Fantastic to see such an international roster here tonight. What are your emotions and thoughts ahead of tonight?
Oh, the vibe has been flowing through me for the last 2 days, and I'm really into it now.
First of all, can we have a little introduction to who you are and these stripes?
Well, I'm the current Masters world champion, and out in the real world.
Preparations have been mixed results. I'm excited to be here.
Got any fighting talk for the rest of the world?
I've been trash talking on social media for several weeks now, and now I've had to meet them. I've had to dial it back a bit now, I think.
Now, Adrian, tell us a little bit about your former racing in the real world for anyone that's not aware of just how sounding your career's been.
I used to race properly 20, 30 years ago, ridden the Tour de France and the Olympics, and now playing in the virtual world.
Tim Cartwright from the UK. I'm feeling pretty good today. Been training quite hard, racing in real life, doing really well.
I'm Shane from Australia, and well, I'm a bit intimidated by all the calibre of riders we have here today.
Talking of calibre, though, you did pretty well in the last one. A second for you. Do you want to make that a win tonight?
I was lucky. I was very lucky. A race can unfold a million different ways, and that's how the cards fell in Vegas.
Good luck, and good luck to all of our riders tonight. I know everyone's hopping onto the turbo, so I'm going to let you go and warm up.
We were talking a little bit about favorites and how much racing they've done and all these ideas we've got. But, you know, the last race was almost won by somebody who hasn't done a whole lot of racing out on course, but yet still showed up. But here's the thing. I don't think it has anything to do with racing out on course. I think it has to do with how familiar he was with Zwift, though. Llama, Shane Miller, who I'm talking about, for those of you who do not know, second place by literally half a wheel at the Vegas event. One of the guys to be watching out for, I think, as one of the wild cards on this course. But, you know, he's got 2 wins in 17 races, so hasn't been racing a whole lot. So he's actually ranked as a rookie out there today. So the riders are about to take off, and they will be going from a standing start outside of the event module. Going old school with you today. And it looks like the riders are lined up. We do got Tim Cartwright out on course here. 102 beats per minute. Looks very calm for the heart rate there.
Yes, it does.
0 watts, and you can see them all lined up in that old school fashion. And there's Tweed, and there was the go, go, go.
Oh, boy,
and
big
Steven
push.
Tweed right from the get-go, 700, 900 watts, boys and
What?
girls.
No mercy at the start of this race. They are throwing down as hard as they can. And he had to use that power up at the beginning because he didn't want to get a gap. And there's a gap forming already. Unbelievable. They're sitting on his wheel saying, pull that back, brother. You've got to pull us back to the group. Now there's a little bit of an ease at the front. It looks like they're going to come back together. But who is going to be in the wreckage behind here?
Right now, Chris, it's every man for himself at
No
this kind
kidding.
of a start. Nobody's paying any attention to what wheel they're on, whose wheel they're on. They just know they either got to hold a wheel or get back to the front of the race
And
now.
Scotty pulls back Kim right here. He's in that group. He's like, okay, I'm going to back it off just a little bit. We see the watts drop, but his heart rate is pegged. Now they're starting to come back together. Here is the big question. Who is going to make this selection right here? Because I don't think it's going to be everybody. We may have somebody off the... Oh, no!
Oh, there's a
Wrong
mechanical.
turn by Scotty Weiss.
No.
Oh,
Scotty is freaking, and he knows what's
Oh,
going on with
man.
the situation. You're going to have to roll with it.
Yep.
Doesn't look like things are slowing down, though, at any point right now. Creel's here, and now it's going to be up to the rest of the riders to see what they are going to do. There's the shot there of Tim Cartwright now as he is hanging on at the front end of the course now, looking very, very mouth, not like breathing through his nose at this point.
He's really trying to relax his upper body. You can tell because of the concentration.
Now, Kim Little and the rest of the UK, but I believe, are completely off the front, though, at this point. We haven't had many images from Zwift from them just yet, but we can definitely get this real-life image of Kim Little's face there with that concentration.
Shane looking really dastardly, making that face. They're coming up and over the top. This will be a critical moment, as we discussed. We see little gaps. Those gaps can grow into very big gaps if they're not careful. So as you look back in the room here, we see the fans trying to cool these riders. Oh, look at that face right there. Boy, he is deliberate, and he is digging in on the bike right there.
Yeah, I think at this point, looking at that group, Team UK is definitely looking very, very steady. Now we do have the picture of Scotty Weiss after a mechanical out on course here, no fault of his own, and now he's just got to carry on. They're going to have one lap to go.
Yep.
One lap to go after this little section of the course, and as soon as we get an update here, we're going to see where Tim is actually at here. This is from the lead of the race right now,
wow.
and he is completely out of sight. We don't even see anybody behind him within sights. Tim Cartwright still holding on to a gigantic lead. He's got the orange jersey out on course, which means he's got the fastest lap out on Watobia for the reverse climb. He did a 3:30.
Oh my goodness.
3:30, boys and girls, over the top of the KOM for the reverse Watopia climb. I've never seen a 3:30 in a race before.
Look who the other two are.
All he's got to do is hold on to this gap. It's over a minute at this point as they're trying to chase, but I think it's all said and done.
He is an amazing athlete. He comes up and over the top, and he doesn't ease off at all. He knows what he's got to do, and he's going to continue to push to the end. As you look over his shoulder behind him, there is nobody near him.
Just about to come across the line here as we've got one of the feeds here, and he's already celebrating, as you can see, 5.3 watts per kilogram.
As he should.
Demolishing this course out here today, getting ride on after ride on. Tim Cartwright will be your winner of the UK versus the World CVR World Cup.
Here is where the next part of this race is imbalanced.
We're about to see things open up here with Kim Little, Joachim Plumbers, as well as Adrian Timmis.
Oh, and here we are on board again. Now it's great to see as we pull back just a little bit. So Joachim is really going to get in position. Big lead out.
Now, Plusmer's now 9 watts per kilogram, 12 watts per kilogram, up and out of the saddle now. Who's going to go first? We've got Adrian now, 15 watts per kilogram. Adrian Timmis is out in the lead.
Pulling back a little bit. He's going to come around him. Did he go too early? Maybe so.
It's going to be Kim Little. He's got the watts.
Yeah, he does have the watts.
Right.
Boom, boom,
15 watts
boom.
per kilogram. The UK gets 1, 2, followed by Plumbers for 3rd, and then Timmis for 4th.
But I feel rather bad grabbing these guys straight off their turbo trainers. I mean, that looked very, very tough, but when you've got enough breath to talk us through your game plan, how much did you come in knowing what you were going to do?
I was pushing hard, first climb. It was just me and Kim. Kept pushing hard, and I found myself away over the top of that first climb. And then it was just a case of pushing as hard as I could for the rest of the race.
Let's move on now, Kim. You went with that move, you stuck with it, but then it got too much for the legs, presumably.
My style's completely opposite to Tim. Instead of sitting in, I'm out the saddle, short, faster bursts. But I saw Tim go hard and tried to stay with him at the start, and then he just got a little gap, and a few more seconds, and I just made the decision. I thought, I'm not going to stay with it, so sit up, come back to the chasing group, and try and save a bit of energy to try and, save it for the finish.
Oh, it was tough. I've raced with Tim a few times, and his game plan every time is just go from the gun, and I'm 60 kilos, he's 75 kilos with big power, so I have to just race a bit smarter.
Let's have a round of applause. Congratulations. And our first place there. Congratulations, everybody.